Some people are saying that Surging Sparks is actually a bust, but I beg to differ. I really think that Surging Sparks is actually saving Scarlet and Violet. So, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gary. I'm the card father, and it's a beautiful day here in Columbus, Ohio. I am a Pokemon card business owner looking and aspiring to open my own card shop here in Columbus, Ohio, in the Southwest area. And I can tell you that I'm legitimate because here are some of my numbers. Just to show you that I know what I'm talking about and that I'm not just some fool who stands in front of the camera with boyishly good looks and gives you just a bunch of information about Pokemon. So there you go. There you have it. Quick, fast, to the point. So let's talk about Surging Sparks. I mean, we're only 72 hours in. If you're watching this, maybe it's a little bit longer, 96, 120 hours, whatever. We're only like 3 days in to Surging Sparks, and we are seeing some incredible numbers coming out of Surging Sparks. It's just madness. I know that personally, I sold all of my Surging Sparks in 2 days. 2 days, sold it all, and I sold it like $50 or $60 less than what they're currently going for. Like right now, a booster box for Surging Sparks is cresting 165. Like I've seen a few of them go to 169, and that's, we're not even talking taxes or shipping if you're looking at TCG Player. And so, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who are buying. The sell-through rate is amazing right now, and people are just buying this set up. And there's particularly one really good reason, and this happened with Twilight Masquerade too, is that the special illustration rare Pikachu, that card, when it released, was like $350, and now it's $480. I mean, we're cresting $500 with this one Pikachu card. And in fact, the top 6 cards don't even break below $50. So Surging Sparks has really got a stranglehold right now on the market. Like it is booming. It's surging. Okay, before we go any further, I really have something cool to tell you. I have just recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and I am so excited that you're joining me on this journey as I build my YouTube channel and I build my business. And because of that, for 1,000 subscribers, I want to do a 1,000 subscriber celebration. That's right, guys. I am super pumped about this. I'm so excited that you've joined me, that you're subscribing, you're liking my content, things are coming around, and I am so happy that you're part of my community, the Card Father community, the family is what we call it here. So here's how this works. On this video right here, this one that you're watching right now about Surging Sparks, I would need you to like, comment, and subscribe. But when you do so, I need you to comment down in the section, hashtag the Card Father family. That's right, hashtag the Card Father family. What this does is this enters you to win our giveaway drawing. And when is that going to occur? I'm glad you asked. That is happening on November 17th at 4 p.m. That's right, 4 p.m. Eastern, U.S. only. I'm sorry, guys, international. It's a little hard for me to ship right now international. It's just a little too difficult. But if you're U.S. based and you're watching this, please go ahead, bookmark that now, put it on your calendar, set up a Siri notification, make sure it's all ready to go for November 17th at 4 p.m. We're going to have a live stream, and we're going to give away some stuff, do some pack openings, and have a really good time together celebrating my 1,000 subscribers who just are family to me. So go ahead, join me. All right, back to it right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to go that way. Dad joke. It's really surging. And I have some interesting things to tell you. Like, I mean, just what I did is just a quick analysis. Like, I went in and looked at some numbers about Surging Sparks, and then I went in and looked at all the preceding sets. Now, Twilight Masquerade right now for booster box is still priced about $1 or $1.50 higher than Surging Sparks. But I have some thoughts about that. I think that's going to change. More so, even though you go a little bit further, the top 3 sets are still king right now, are Surging Sparks, Twilight Masquerade, and Paldea Evolved. But the runner-up here, surprisingly, and let's not even talk about 151, okay? We're not going to talk about 151. 151 is in its own class at this moment, all right? And if you bring 151 in, there's no booster box, there's booster bundles, there's ETBs. So, I mean, we can bring some of those products in and talk about those fluctuating, but we can't bring 151 into the mix because it's not, technically, it's not an actual, like, full set release. It's a special edition. It's a special set, right? It's a special class set. So I won't include 151 here, but surprisingly, the catcher here, the one that's coming up very quickly, is Obsidian Flames. The one thing that people thought was complete garbage, and at one point was selling for like $89 a box, is now sitting at $125, $128, not shipping and tax included. This is ridiculous, Dave. This is incredible. Like, I really honestly think Surging Sparks has saved Scarlet and Violet. You know, Twilight Masquerade did a really good job. I think that was like the cue up to an amazing kickoff for Scarlet and Violet after, you know, the 7th and 6th and 7th iterations of the Scarlet and Violet era. But I mean, I you know, each set that's coming in Scarlet and Violet, I really think Twilight Masquerade really pushed the gauntlet for Surging Sparks, because then you've got Prismatic Evolutions, which is a specialty set. There's not going to be any booster boxes with that, and it's going to be nuts. I mean, it's already nuts, okay? But Pokémon selling out of his stuff in 10 minutes and not putting any more pre-orders up because he's afraid he's not going to get the allocation he needs. You know, I know a couple of distributors who have just recently released numbers. They're getting things out there for people to pre-order and get set. And I know a bunch of shop owners who have put $50,000 on Prismatic Evolutions. Like, it's nuts. But I really think Scarlet and Violet, you know, everybody talked bad about Scarlet and Violet, base set, you know, all these things. People talked really, really awful about Scarlet and Violet. Paldea hit, and then you had that Magikarp that started to take off. That really started to creep in. Obsidian Flames is in. You know, all of these sets have played a major role into getting up to Surging Sparks. I really do believe Surging Sparks is saving Scarlet and Violet. It is not a bust. It's not a bust at all, in my opinion. You can say your own opinion. That's fine. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about Surging Sparks. I hear the pull. I have not opened any, but I've heard the pull rates are ridiculously difficult. I've seen people who have like opened 900 packs and still have not hit the Pikachu Special Illustration Rare. Like, that's a lot of packs to open and not get it. I know people who have been calling and asking if I have any more booster boxes available because that they just didn't hit the Pikachu. They wanted the Crystal Crown Pikachu. Like, what is with these Crystal Crown Pikachu? Like, this, it's a great card, don't get me wrong, but I have not seen it in a deck yet, and it's a beautiful card. So I mean, why is it cresting $500? I mean, it's just insanity. But I really think so. Let me give you a few more numbers here, okay? So let's look at Surging Sparks in a whole. Surging Sparks sitting at about 163. When it was announced, it was about 116 a box, which is amazing. That's fantastic. It's 163. That's a 39, almost 40% increase. 40% increase in less than 30 days. Less than 30 days. Incredible. Okay? An incredible increase in its value. Twilight Masquerade, 12% increase in the last 30 days. All right? In the last 30 days, Twilight Masquerade has increased 30%. It's now currently sitting at 162 to 164 a box. That's nuts, guys. 12% increase is huge. You can't even get that return on the stock market right now. All right? If we look at Paldea Evolved, between 5 and 10% increase just alone in the last 30 days. That box is nuts. When in June, when it started to hit its peak, it was at 128, and now it's sitting at 145, which is great. I mean, these numbers are coming up. If you look at Obsidian Flames, Temporal Forces, Stellar Crown, Paradox Rift, Scarlet Violet Base, they're all sitting at 5% plus increases in the last 30 days. What I'm saying here is that Surging Sparks has really become the thing that is pulling everything out of the mud here for Scarlet and Violet. It's really doing a huge number on it. That Pikachu in the first 72 hours, all right, has done almost 50% increase on its value. A $500 card is nuts. It's the fastest grossing card right now. It's the fastest grossing card on the market for any modern set in Scarlet and Violet. It's the fastest card. I mean, you can say whatever you want about the Greninja. Greninja from Twilight Masquerade, beautiful artwork, a fantastic card, highly playable. It's great. I mean, it's surged up, right? You can go as far as you want with the Charizard from 151. Again, not calling this into the set, but you can do that. Great value increase. It went from about $100, $120 card to $220 at one point, back down to about $180, $195. Phenomenal increase, right? Great pulls on those cards. And you know, the funny thing is like card shops, people are getting angry, like people are getting mad about Surging Sparks. They really are. They're calling it like a horrible set, but it's really not, in my opinion. What I've seen and what people have told me, like they're posting good cards, but the hit rates are just really, really challenging. It's a great set. Highly playable cards are in there. Amazing artworks. I don't think it's a trash set at all. I just think people are getting mad because it's scarce. You can't get much of it. Pokemon did not print a whole lot of this, okay? I don't care what you say. I don't think it was a short run, but I think what it is a cue up to a second wave coming. I really do think a second wave of Surging Sparks is coming, and I think it's going to be exactly the same thing that happened with Paldea Evolved. You're going to get a second wave, it's going to drop, and it's going to come right back. Why? Because everybody wants this set. Everybody wants it. All right? So here's some hot takes that I have personally. If you're late to the game here, if you're late to getting into Surging Sparks, or you're late to getting anything, you're not late at all. It's okay. You can get on board with whatever you're looking to do, especially if you're looking to open the product, or if you're doing what a lot of people should be doing, is keeping some sealed product aside. Maybe grab an ETB or two when you go to Walmart or Target and grab one and crack one and leave one, okay? Leave it sealed. If you're late to it, crack an ETB, use the ETB for yourself, but put one aside. The box and the artworks on that thing are amazing. Put one aside. If you find a booster box out in the wild, pick it up. Don't open it. Put it to the side. Get your sealed collection started, because Surging Sparks, I guarantee you, will be one of the sets. It'll be one of the sets that is like an amazing set to retain its value. I think it's really going to do so. Here's the second thing I think about Surging Sparks. I think Surging Sparks will be $200 a box by Christmas. Actually, probably closer to Thanksgiving. I really do think that this is a hot take, okay? I understand you may not like see it this way, and that's fine. Disagree with me all you want in the comments. I don't really care, all right? I appreciate your comments, and quite frankly, I'm going to be honest, it just means that the algorithm sees it more, so it picks up my video. I really am appreciative that you comment, and I'll do my best to respond back, but I really do think Surging Sparks may hit $200 a box before Thanksgiving. If not Thanksgiving, definitely by Christmas. I really think it's going to hit that. And it's going to be incredible to see, because it is the fastest growing, fastest grossing, fastest growth of all the modern era sets right now, of any Scarlet and Violet set to date, okay? That's including 151. All right, it is the fastest one, and is the biggest one at the moment. So I really think that's going to happen. Now, this is another really cool hot take that I have, and I really think that we're coming out of 2022 being just god awful for the trading card business, and 2023 being just as terrible for the trading card business. Because I mean, we saw a lot of changes happen, like 2023 January kickoff after Crown Zenith left. We saw Scarlet and Violet. And it was just, it was a mud slug, man. It was a mud slug getting through it all. But we got through 2023. The market started to pick up. Things are changing. Boxes, the market's healing, right? But I think 2025, is going to be the best year for Pokemon that you have ever seen. I am calling it right now. 2025 is going to be the best year for Pokemon. Not only for card shop owners like myself, or people who are aspiring to own card shops, or people who are starting their Pokemon business, following Pokeanie's advice and starting their own business and getting their things up and running. I think Pokemon for the next year is going to take off. Here's why. You've got Surging Sparks right now that is just absolutely crushing it, okay? Absolutely crushing it. But then you've also got the Prismatic Evolution set coming out in January, all right? You got a new product for 151. Notice I didn't say reprint. You got a new product for 151 hitting shelves in February, okay? And remember, Prismatic Evolutions actually spans like 3 or 4 months, so you're going to have product rolling out the entire time, which is good, because I think there'll be a lot for people to get a hold of. But then on the flip side of that, you've got the Team Rocket set that is supposedly going to be coming out sometime in the early to mid year of 2025. And then don't forget the trainer cards, like the Pokemon and their trainers are coming out as well. So those are my hot takes for this. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And as always, you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. All right, see you on the next one.